Hey guys, what's up? So, I know it's been a while since I've done a long format video, but this kind of channel, I'm just gonna kind of do with what I want. So today, I'm actually snowboarding during the summer. So, as you guys seen from the title, it is yes, I'm snowboarding during the summer. The wind's picking up. There's rain pulling in. I'm sorry if there's wind noise on this. I really apologize for that. I'm getting a mic for it. Just haven't gotten there yet. So, like I said, like you guys see from the title, we're snowboarding in the summer, or at least in my opinion, as close to it as you can, okay? We have right here what is known as a ripstick. This turns out to be the closest thing to snowboarding in the summer as I think you're gonna get. You get yourself one of these, okay? You can get these on Facebook Marketplace for like 5, 10, maybe 20 bucks. Sometimes you'll get them for free on the side of the road. If you want one brand new, I want to say they're less than 100 bucks. Okay. I think Walmart, Target, or if you got to order one, if you want one brand new, but honestly, I picked this up for $10. And the twisting motion of it, because like a snowboard, if you've never been on one, it is not rigid like a skateboard. Okay. Like there's a lot of flex, even on a stiffer snowboard, there's still more flex. So like when you're on the ground and you twist that way, you actually twist the front end of the board to go around that corner. Okay. And the other thing that this simulates about snowboarding is how washy the back end of the board feels. Like if you've ever ridden like a scooter or like a skateboard, the wheels, they grip the ground very well and it kind of rides like it's on rails. This, like as you go around a corner, the ass end has a tendency to kind of flick out behind it, which is, in my opinion, not to keep repeating myself, is about as close to snowboarding on a hard surface as you're gonna get. The reason I got one of these, like I said, like I didn't want to waste my entire winter season trying to relearn how to snowboard. I mean, I get this is only going to get me so far, maybe in theory. I think it's doing a pretty good job. But up here in New England, our ski/snowboardable season is actually very short compared to like Colorado, Montana, California, you guys out there on the West Coast. Okay, so the thing is, you don't need very much of a hill at all. This is the hill I'm on. I'm starting kind of like right here at this post right here, maybe work up to that. Like you can, I don't know if you can see on camera, it gets a little bit steeper, not much. And then it's actually kind of flat. Like you almost can't even see it on camera because but there actually is a very slight, maybe a 2% grade. And I do want to give a quick shout out. I forget what the other YouTube channel's name is that actually recommended this. It's a short, and I'll post the link in the description below. The guy, he posted this, it's a short video. He's like, you want to learn how to snowboard in the summer, get yourself a ripstick. And he is 100% right. So even the credit, me even doing this to begin with, let alone this video, actually comes from his video. So I gotta pay him credit and give him a pat on the back for that. I heard it start to rain, so I actually want to get a shot or two of me how you start this thing. In simple terms, you place your left foot. That's the most important because it's going to stabilize it and you're going to get it positioned where you want it, okay? And that's your lead foot. That's actually controlling the twisting and the direction of the board. So starting with your lead foot, whichever one you choose, I personally prefer kind of like that on the board. It's whatever you like, but plant that and you kind of just push off and then hop your back foot up onto the tail of the board. Ideally, you're gonna want it kind of like right about over the wheel, okay? You can go wider. It's gonna feel loose, like a little more twitchy, but you have more leverage. But if you go too far forward in front of the wheel, the back of the board's not going to feel stable. You feel like you're going to corner, and you feel like the back of the board just wants to rip out from under you. So ideally, if the wheel's like straight like that, I'd recommend it like right over the center of the wheel. So ideally probably like that. So yeah, I'm going to hop up there. I'll be a little further away than I'd like. I wish I had thought about where I parked my car before I started filming this, but I'm doing with what I can. Like I said, I can hear it starting to rain again, so let me get like at least 1 or 2 more runs in so you guys can see it, okay? So yeah, it's literally just set it on the ground, position your front foot, push off with your right, and then you hop your right foot up onto the board. In my opinion, that's the trickiest part about actually all of this. Once you actually kind of get the movement down a little bit, is just hopping your rear foot up and getting it where you want it. Because like I said, if it's too far forward on the tail of the board, it's not going to feel stable. And if you go way too far back, it's going to feel like exaggerated twisting. So ideally about right in the middle, that widest part of the board is about where you want your foot. Obviously it's going to be a little personal preference, but that's where I like it. And then just ride her on out. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys found this video entertaining. I love doing this. Sometimes it's a challenge getting my ass out of bed early on a Sunday morning. If you come out early on a Sunday morning, there's no cars. I mean, this is a very quiet back road, and it helps that they just repaved this. That leads me into my 2 tips for this. One, ideally pick a road that doesn't have a lot of debris on it. You can see there ain't much on this road, okay? So gravel and sticks, anything like that, cracks in the pavement, anything like that. These wheels are a decent size. They're bigger than most skateboard wheels, and they're soft, okay? So I actually found this easier to learn how to ride than a regular skateboard, at least in my opinion, okay? Like a skateboard, I'm still just learning even how to ride it. This, same thing, but I obviously can carry some more momentum and speed with it. So pick a nice, the smoothest road you can. Once again, you get on one of these, you realize you don't need very much of a hill at all. Even a hill that's like that, you're gonna pick up speed way faster than you realize. So this is like a 1, maybe 2% grade. So even if you live somewhere in the country where it's more flat, you shouldn't have much of a problem. At least I'm guessing of hopefully finding a hill that's just got a very shallow hill to it. Because like I said, you don't need much of a grade at all. My second tip is, if you have them, if you don't need to buy them, don't worry, but I'd wear shoes that have a low flat sole, like skateboard shoes, Converse, Vans, anything like that. Like I'm wearing worn the hell out Nike training shoes, and they're okay, but they have a foam, like a hard foam rubbery sole. And even that, the problem with shoes that have a soft flexible sole is the board will move under your feet, but because there's the foam sole, like you can't feel the movement until it's over exaggerated. So giving like little just micro adjustments can be trickier. So that would be my only recommendation in terms of footwear. Obviously wear your safety gear, because you eat pavement a couple of times, it's not fun. It hurts, okay? Like you see it on YouTube, it hurts more than you think it does. So wear safety gear, but yeah, just watch out. Try to pick as clean of a smooth as a road you can. I get it, you gotta do the best you can. That's my piece of advice. And also just shoes with a flat, almost no sole, okay? Even sometimes take the inner sole out of it, just whatever, you can get that most raw board feel, the most board feel experience, whatever the fuck. I hope you guys found this video entertaining, and if it gets you guys out on the slopes having a good time, that's what matters to me. So deuce. or later. What the fuck I said, deuce.